All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we got ourselves another video today, and this particular video has to be from Sungrand Studios. Now, you guys know we love Sungrand Studios on this channel, and this man is absolutely cooking Ubisoft in this video. So in this video, he's talking about the copyright strikes. If you guys are unaware, Ubisoft has been copyright striking a bunch of channels. Ubisoft struck Shohei Kondo, Ubisoft struck Smash JT, and Ubisoft struck me as well, and a bunch of other YouTubers for showcasing leaked gameplay from Project U. Mind you, Ubisoft is the one that failed at maintaining their own privacy and not getting their video game to be leaked online, but somehow that's our fault for covering game news. Well, apparently Ubisoft, being the terrible company that they are, Sungrand is deciding to give them some professional advice that I think a lot of you want to hear. So let's get into this video, guys, from Sungrand Studios. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. And of course, like with every reaction video, Sungrand's video will be in the description box below and also in the pinned comment on this video.
Thank you for joining me today. I'm Jarrell. I'm taking a short break from my workday to offer counsel and advice as an industry consultant to Ubisoft. In this meeting, I would like to speak directly to Ubisoft. There are no jokes or sarcasm or insults here. Today, I want to offer simple, genuine, professional counseling because it is...
Do not believe Sungrand whenever he says there will be no jokes, no nothing in the video. This man has the best sense of humor, I'm telling you.
It's become very clear that you lack experienced professionals working in your company's leadership roles. I've been watching you and your company's performance, and I am taking time out of my workday to try to help you because I feel so bad for you right now.
I know he's obviously being sarcastic, but nobody feels bad for Ubisoft. Ubisoft is one of the worst companies out there right now in the gaming industry. Their practices are abysmal, not just from a DEI standpoint, but also from a monetary standpoint too. They have some of the worst monetization practices. They are extremely greedy in the way that they try to monetize their video games. It is inherently anti-consumer, where they overprice their games ridiculously. That way they can get people to subscribe to their Ubisoft Plus platform, which again, they're not the only ones that do this, but they're a little bit more egregious with it because their pricing, especially on their Ultimate Editions, are so astronomical that they are literally just trying to push you into their subscription service. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
A company is a brand, and each brand cultivates an intangible currency called goodwill.
True.
You cannot strictly measure this, but an intelligent and experienced leader is able to gauge and understand what goodwill is. Sometimes companies have to do things that are necessary to protect their brand, but those things end up causing negativity in the eyes of that brand's customers and audience. This is called spending goodwill. You are using up goodwill when you have to do things that people view negatively. If you have enough goodwill, you can perform things that may upset your customers, but they will still view the brand positively because you have enough goodwill.
That's actually really well said, because the ironic thing is that Ubisoft has no goodwill. And I think Sungrand obviously knows that, and he's saying that. Ubisoft has absolutely zero goodwill left to them whatsoever. And as a company, people have made up their minds, for the most part, majority anyway, about Ubisoft, right? I think it's pretty fair to say that the majority of people have a negative sentiment around the company Ubisoft. That wasn't the case many years ago. A lot of people loved Ubisoft games, myself included. Assassin's Creed was a major franchise for a lot of people. I actually genuinely enjoy the Far Cry series more than Assassin's Creed, but I know Assassin's Creed is huge for a lot of people. But Far Cry for me was awesome. I fucking loved that game. And the Watch Dogs series as well, the initial games anyway, were really good. I don't know what the hell Legion was, but Watch Dogs was a fun IP as well. Rainbow Six, you got Tom Clancy games. I mean, there is so many games that Ubisoft was known for, but now, unfortunately, with the recent flops over the last couple of years, Ubisoft is only known for bringing failure to the gaming industry and doing terrible things on top of that while they're bringing that failure.
If you do not have enough goodwill, you will actively damage the respect and trust that customers and consumers have in your brand.
100%.
Right now, Ubisoft, you are copyright striking YouTubers who have shown footage of an unfinished product that you are responsible for leaking.
That's fucking facts, man. These people they're copyright striking everybody who is showcasing unannounced project footage, which I get it, I understand, but you guys are responsible for the leaks. One of your employees are the ones that leaked the game. You guys have an internal issue. That is not our problem. People were reporting on this. You didn't copyright strike the articles showing it. You didn't copyright strike some YouTubers showing it. You only copyright strike the problematic YouTubers. You only copyright strike the ones who actually have an audience that are speaking out against you. Because I guarantee you, if it was a leftoid that was praising the game for all the bisexual lighting and everything, I guarantee you would not have copyright strike them at all. But unfortunately, because of you copyright striking the problematic YouTubers, you've made your voice very clear. Anyway, let's continue.
You could have issued a request to take down the footage, but instead you issued a copyright strike, which puts the YouTube channel at risk of termination.
Well, that's exactly what it is, right? They want that. They want that. They want to delete these problematic channels, including my own. And I know this. Trust me. This is why my super chat goal every single stream is titled "Fuck Ubisoft" for the next 85 days until the strike comes off my channel. Because their entire purpose, the entire reason they did that was to harm the channel in any way they possibly can. They could have easily issued some sort of, takedown request, something along those lines. They have the YouTube contact information. They definitely could have did that. But they chose the copyright strike. And I even emailed them and I said, listen, I'd be willing to delete the video if you remove the copyright strike. I'm not trying to, be malicious and anything, whatever the case may be. If you want it taken down, I'll take it down. It's not worth it to me. They ignored the email because of course they did. It's not about the actual protection of their IP. It's just utilizing the IP to send a message to problematic YouTubers they don't like covering their stuff.
You did not need to take an action of aggression. You chose to take an action of aggression for a reason that I'm certain makes sense to your young and inexperienced staff members.
Of course.
So here is my advice to you as a professional. You do not have any goodwill between anyone right now. Not your consumers or customers. You do not have any good.
Well, no, the shills love them. The shills love them because they got virtue signal too. They're like, oh my God, I can see myself. Yes, I love you. This company cares about me. Yeah, those are the people that are currently cheering Ubisoft. Everybody else, not so much.
Goodwill to spend. You cannot afford to perform actions of aggression like this. By copyright striking these YouTube channels, you are actively damaging your brand further. It is bad enough that 3 of your top executives are currently on trial for sexual and psychological harassment. Are you aware that you are launching a new video game soon? It is already bad enough that if people support and buy Assassin's Creed Shadows, they are supporting a company that celebrates psychological harassment and sexual assault. I personally do not know how to stop people from telling others online that they should buy Assassin's Creed Shadows if they support sexual harassment and abusing women in the workplace.
So there are 3 executives, former executives that worked for Ubisoft up until semi-recently that are currently facing big-time lawsuits right now because they did unspeakable acts in the workplace. We're talking like Wolf of Wall Street level acts in the workplace, and apparently Ubisoft caught on to it, fired one of them, the other one quit, and the third one, I don't really know what happened to that guy. But yeah, they're all facing lawsuits right now for the same thing, and apparently it was going on for years. So that means that Ubisoft was complacent with it for a while until it eventually got too big to the point where they couldn't protect the 3 guys anymore.
Because I have no idea how to stop people from telling the truth. Gamers are not stupid the way that you think they are. They won't support a racist company that humiliates and harasses women, then uses the shield of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion as a distraction to hide from the fact that you are not only intellectually incapable of running a AAA game studio, but your management at the highest level are terrible people. My contemporaries and fellow professionals in the games industry are not in positions where they can speak up, so I will say what they want to say, but are unable to. Please listen very closely. Ubisoft, we do not need you in the games industry. We do not need a company with a culture of sexual harassment who uses DEI to hide your misconduct and incompetence. My genuine...
And keep in mind that a lot of companies do that. All these companies that are virtue signaling with the DEI nonsense, when they get investigated, you come to find out that they're actually pretty terrible fucking companies. Even Riot Games got thrown under the bus. Activision Blizzard got thrown under the bus. Microsoft got thrown under the bus. All these companies that virtue signal for we totally care about XYZ, especially women, they have all been accused of doing unspeakable things over at their workplaces. It is ridiculous, but they continue to do it anyway because it's a nice shield, because all people do is look at things from a surface level. And if they see, oh, the company shields for DEI, great, must be a fantastic company. I'll never look at them sideways ever again. And that's it. A lot of people actually do that. It's kind of sad.
Advice to you is you cannot afford to take actions of aggression, such as copyright striking YouTube channels. Listen to what people are saying. Accept that you are the absolute worst in the games industry right now, and find competent professionals to work for you instead of whatever children you have right now. Your current marketing approach for Assassin's Creed Shadows is to post painful, childish memes and lash out with insults on social media. My professional advice to you as a consultant pro bono is to find an adult to run your marketing campaign.
A consultant pro bono. I love it. They don't have any adults over there, unfortunately. It's Ubisoft. They hire a bunch of Gen Z fucking social media kind of people to run their accounts, and then they wonder why they get in trouble all the time.
Because a child is not the right person to run that for a AAA company. Cultivate positivity with your target audience. Accept that you've messed up and made missteps and turn lemon into lemonade. Any actual professional with real-world experience can do this for you. Filling your staff with children and sexual harassers is not working out for you right now. That is all the advice I have for you today. Thank you for listening. And Ubisoft, please do not attempt to contact me on a professional level to organize a consulting contract. I do not align myself with sexual assaulters or companies that are about to go bankrupt from mismanagement and incompetence. Thank you for listening.
Oh my
Bonne
God.
chance, mes petits choux. Adieu.
What the fuck did he say in French? I have no idea. This man's speaking French now? What the hell, dude? Sungrand, holy crap. I did terrible pause, by the way. Jeez. Shout out to Sungrand Studios for the amazing video. That was hilarious. But yes, he is correct. Ubisoft, unfortunately, is ran by a bunch of children. I think it's safe to say that Ubisoft running around copyright striking myself, Smash JT, Shohei Kondo, but not copyright striking anybody else that's in the supposed leftist or shill sphere. I think that speaks volumes over what's actually happening at Ubisoft. And it's, since they're going down, they're trying to go down fighting, and they're trying to bring down everybody else who took them down with them. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.